The last round of last round of.
Show. I am Frank. With me, as always, the fucking real crew. Right, we're down to the fucking brass tacks here. John Walmsley and Ray McGuff.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah,
yeah, karate.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to be positive, guys.
It's like that can be your thing.
Yeah,
karate when we come in.
Let me first say, I need to get a little bit of this on me. This is Liquid Death.
Is that a
sparkling water
version?
for real men?
Are we sponsored by them or something? Because
no, but
I don't know if we are,
because they sponsor
but
a
I'll
lot
drink
of people.
it.
Is that a flavored version? Is that a flavored variant?
That is. This is the lemon lime variant.
Does it taste like a whisper?
Water? Is that what that is?
It's sparkling water.
It's like if you were drinking. If it's like if you were drinking a bottle of water and someone whispered in your ear, lemon lime.
Yeah, it's like
or just drinking a sneeze with a hint of lemon.
It's like an angel came down from heaven and went lemon
and sneezed in your face.
But I just want to say, Liquid Death for real men with real big penises.
Hey, there you go. They're on board now.
There it is.
All right, let's get into these films, gentlemen. When Evil Lurks, 2023, John's selection. Summary for this movie: in a remote village, two brothers find a demon-infected man just about to give birth to evil itself. They decide to get rid of the body, only to end up unintentionally spreading chaos. Written and directed by Demian Rugna, who did the film Terrified, if you've ever seen that. John, why don't you start things off, since this is your selection?
All right, so I remember hearing about this, saw the trailer and everything, and back before it came out, before it hit Shudder, and I thought that it looked pretty awesome, and it looked creepy as shit, and I was right. It is really, really, like, it's not like guts out gory all the time, you know what I mean? But there is some of that, but it's gory, it's intense, and it's really well written. It messes with your head a little bit. Like, I love where it was shot. It was shot in Argentina, I believe. It's about these possessed people called the Rotten, and they just look like the one in the movie looks like this is this ball, just this. It looked like when Bender became human in Futurama.
I don't know.
Except add like pustules and shit.
You know what it looked like to me? Yeah. Left 4 Dead.
The boomer.
The boomers. Because he's all like
those gas ones, those like big gas cloud ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That. And that's like that's how the possessed are. It's so crazy. It's like when the possessed came out, the church died. Like this movie, there's a lot of room for like extra lore. I would love to see like a prequel. Like that lady's story, Mirta, the one that that they apparently they had an inappropriate relationship,
the one that was constantly holding back information, like all the time. Like she had all of the fucking information from Jump Street. She could have just laid it all out. Instead, she was like, "Let's hold off a minute. We're just gonna see what happens."
I feel like John's right though. I feel like there's a reason for that. Like they need to explore it. Like there was definitely an idea there as to why she couldn't reveal everything. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like to me. I'm sorry to interrupt you, John. Go ahead.
No, fine. Yeah. Let's have a conversation about it.
Yeah. But didn't it feel like that? Like there's like she's that specific killer of this, And
Well, she
there's
said
a
they had to
reason.
be secretive, right?
Right,
Like,
they had to be secretive
Yeah, they
about
had,
it.
yeah, because like they were way prevalent in the cities
Yeah.
because all the, electricity
I
and
do
stuff.
have there is shit that needs to be explained because
Mhm.
they have these the way that to destroy the thing, they never explain it. She just has some weird she has like a compass and a fucking spinny thing and like some fucking runes, and you never see what the thing is. She's like, that needs to go in his what neck or whatever.
The
Like,
nape of his neck, like
yeah,
Yeah.
like Attack on Titan.
but it's like there was
Yeah.
still nothing
Yeah.
explained.
Yeah, right in the back of the neck.
If that like when she that lady gets killed, that guy had no way to know like what the fuck, like he wouldn't have
Yeah,
known. He'd
that's
be
why
like,
that guy had no
the fuck's
chance.
this?
He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Yeah, at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, so it's like basically just the chaos they spread was just having everyone break all the rules. And that's what was crazy. I saw some article that called it the failure of bureaucracy. Because like they reported this dude a year ago and they're just getting out here now. You know what I mean? Like I thought that
Right.
was funny. There's
That's a nail on the head, actually.
right. It
Yeah.
really is too. But it's like they had a set of rules. All you had to do was follow the rules.
It's a long
And,
set of
like,
rules, and
you know,
it's a pretty
but it
long
was like
set of
written
rules.
down rules. It's like, guys, okay, no electricity, like no lights and all that shit.
Mhm.
No sounds, don't be afraid, all that stuff. And it just all the characters just decided to not do that in spades. Like do the
Yeah.
exact opposite. Because
Yeah,
they were
when
fucking scared.
it was so fucking irritating at the end whenever she was like, don't go get the axe, it's a trap. And he was like, I'm gonna go get that axe. Like, I was like, you
Oh
I
yeah,
really
motherfucker.
he
want that
definitely
axe.
made terrible decisions.
But yeah.
So I really like this movie a lot. Like a lot. I've watched it a few times. Like I really dug it. I love the special effects. That Uriel looked awesome. It was a
Mhm.
really, really good mix of CG and prosthetics. Uh Only like a little, like I think one time at the end you could tell like maybe his eye was CG. You know what I mean? It was like blatant. It was like super bright. It looked like it didn't look right. It looked like they just didn't make it the right color.
Right.
Um, the only problem I had was when they had that dude in the back of the truck. They had Uriel in the back of the truck, right? They swerved to miss that kid, and that's supposedly isn't that supposedly when he they lost the body?
Yeah, apparently he slid out into the culvert,
Yeah,
So
but like you would have when they showed that shot back of them looking back, you totally would have seen it.
I think so. Yeah, I think
And
that
there's
was
no way
yeah.
something that big out of that kind of swerve. It's not like they 360'd and or fishtailed. You know what I mean? They just like, what? You know,
Yeah.
like, oh shit, roadkill,
And
like
wouldn't that in itself, I mean, that guy was hanging on by the brink, like he was hanging on, but he was on the brink of death. You know, wouldn't him flying out of a truck release all the evil and kill him or whatever? Like, what happens at the end, anyways, essentially.
maybe not.
Possibly. Yeah. I
Uh,
definitely think that you would have saw it though. I thought that same thing. I was like,
yeah,
come on, guys, like it
yeah,
took you
like
all the way down the road
yeah, exactly. But
so,
my favorite part though of the whole movie was that right after they lost Uriel and the whole thing with the goat.
oh
Mm,
shit.
So it
Yeah.
just like walked right up, like, do it, bitch. Do it,
yeah.
bitch.
And
And he
they
did it.
fucking showed that shit too. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Surprised at that.
Yeah, it was really good. And then that axe kill, and then the lady
Mm.
turning it on herself, like that. Ooh, that was creepy. Because she
Yeah,
was,
it's funny because that's on the poster, and I had no idea that was coming. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
wouldn't put
yeah,
that together. That was a
yeah,
clever way to like throw an Easter egg up there, you know?
yeah.
yeah,
And that, oh man, that dog when he grabbed that little girl,
oh shit,
like, was that not what a crazy fucking scene?
yeah,
Like, and then he shook her. Oh,
I was sitting
and the
there and
best
I
part is,
literally, I got up, John. I
oh,
was like, I clapped my hands. I went, I can't believe they did this. I can't fucking believe it.
I know it was
I
so
went
good.
back a scene to
Yeah,
watch it
they don't
again.
give a shit. Kids,
Yeah.
animals, they don't give a fuck. They will kill all of them in this
Uh-huh.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No one's safe. It's evil or not. That's it.
Yeah.
But like I like the ending. I like the whole the autistic kid and his drawing. Did you guys catch that drawing?
I saw
I
it. I
might,
don't think
I
I.
saw it. I
His
might have missed it.
drawing was like the end.
Oh,
The
was it?
the bloody kid and the
Oh,
kids walking into the sunrise.
okay.
Or I should say the demon and the kids walking into the sunrise, because it was just like stick figures, but it was like a red dude. It was like a
Mhm.
noticeably red dude, and it was only on the screen for like 2 seconds, literally.
Okay.
So it's a blink and you'll miss it, but it was a cool bit of foreshadowing. And oh, when the mom, not only did she get just crushed by that truck, but then she
Oh,
snatches her kid and is just like picking out his
Oh
brain,
yeah.
walking on the side of the road with like it's a
throwing his
fucking
brains out like
Halloween
it's confetti.
basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my dude, this movie, this was a 10. And then the
Wow.
final gross out at the very end, like this is a 10.
Yeah.
This 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 for me.
Mhm.
This did it. This was a good one. I really dug it.
Right on.
Nice.
Ray, why don't you go next?
Well, yeah, so I agree. Let's just piggyback off all. I fucking loved this movie. I could not believe. And I'll tell you right off the bat, I was like, I called Jean Paul because he has a thing where I can check out stuff that he's got, and I was like, I watched it through his thing, and it was in Spanish. It starts in Spanish, and I paused it. I called Jean Paul. I'm like, dude, because he speaks Spanish, so sometimes he grabs stuff in Spanish, and that's just it. I'm like, dude, I don't speak Spanish, man. He's like, well, tough shit. You're gonna have to read it because that's what it's in. And I was like,
Subtitles.
okay. So at
Yep.
first, I was a little bit mad. I'm like, gosh darn it. I was wanting a dubbed version, but
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad I didn't watch a dubbed version because these actors are fucking great.
Right?
The brothers are awesome. I loved
Dude,
every character in this movie was
me
like
too.
top shelf acting. Even like side characters, like the police guys were great, I fucking hated them. But
Oh yeah.
and I could be wrong here, but this is what I felt. As I'm watching this, I was like, this is a really interesting way to tell a zombie outbreak story with not a zombie scenario. It's like,
Definitely an interesting take on demons in
yeah,
general and
Oh,
yeah,
possession.
it's like,
sure.
what if The Exorcist was a zombie virus, basically, right? That's the way I felt watching it. I was like, this is such a great fucking this the story idea alone is worth its salt. I've never seen anything like this. And
Mhm.
yeah, like the CGI mixed with the practical effects on the guy was crazy good. Um, you
And like
know,
he
I,
was so gross, and like the
yeah,
detail they put into him, like his shitty underwear, like
yeah.
like and you could like see the outline of his dick and stuff. Like
Mm.
I
they
could
really made
smell that room and I
right.
wasn't in the room,
Oh man,
Yeah.
it
So I
fucking
mean, like, so
creeped.
that's great. I love the allegory, like you said, where it's like, what would happen if evil just was an outbreak like this? Like we now know evil exists, and
Mm-hmm.
the church can't clearly isn't doing shit, so it would collapse. I love the idea of this being set up like that. I've never seen anything like this where it comes
Mm-hmm.
usually a possession movie, you get one guy's possessed and it's not that scary. Or the new Exorcist movie had two girls, which was possessed at the same time, which was a little scarier. But this is like you start thinking about it was spreading like wildfire, when he gets to his family's house.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows he unleashed it and he's trying to tell him, and they don't want to listen because he's a piece of shit, like
Yeah.
our main guy is a piece of shit dad,
Almost everybody in this movie is a piece of shit,
Yeah,
I think. I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
kind of.
And dude, just so many great scenes. I mean, we touched on all of them. I thought the cinematography was awesome. I love some of the shot setups.
Oh yeah.
Um, I mean, especially when you get into the city, in his little area, and that like the car crash into the mom. The way that was shot, I was just floored the whole time. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, this looks amazing.
Mhm.
All the countryside shots were really cool. Made me want to go there, honestly, and look around.
It was
Uh,
super pretty to look at.
yeah,
All the grotesquerie took place in like a
and,
real pretty setting.
and I think that's what I like the most too about this movie. It starts right off. Like there's no waiting. It's two
Mhm.
brothers in their little cabin, then all of a sudden they hear crazy gunshots and they're like, we gotta go investigate. And this movie just starts and it
Mhm.
fucking does not let go. I can't say a bad thing about this. I even thought the music was good. Like
Yeah.
the musical score for it. I'm a big guy. I like that kind of stuff. I know you guys are too.
Mhm.
When
I
it
love strings.
pulls me into it more.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And
yeah.
so I was like, even like this, I even made a note. I'm like, talk about the music, because it was really great. This is one I'd like to have on vinyl and throw it on during like, you know,
Making
uh,
love.
yeah, like yeah, when
Yeah.
I'm fucking, right? Yeah, definitely. When I'm fucking masturbating, when I'm watching TV,
Oh, there it is.
something, just
Uh,
throw it on
TJ
right
Miller
into it.
talks about putting the Shining soundtrack on when you have a lady over, and
Yeah.
it is fucking hilarious to think about that, especially that
That's
one.
yeah. Dun, dun. That's how I feel when I whip my ween out. So I get it. But anyways, I this again, 10 out of 10. I am so pleased. I'm gonna find I didn't see Terrified. I didn't know of
Ooh.
this guy. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
find that next and watch it over the
It's on
holidays.
Shutter. It's really cool. I like this better, but
Okay,
it's a good movie. It's
cool. But
same
what
guy, same
I'm gonna
style.
follow, much like I follow like Scorsese has a new picture of Tarantino. I'm gonna follow this guy for a while,
Mhm.
and see because he's got a great aesthetic, and clearly he knows how to convey a story. So
For
this is
sure.
a perfect movie for me. I will be watching this one again for sure.
Heck yeah.
Right on. Well, I feel bad that I'm about to say the stuff that
Oh,
I'm.
no. The joy,
um,
the
it
killjoy.
is
Yeah.
it is a really good looking movie, really good sounding, really all the effects top notch. I think that the cinematographer and the special effects team should win some sort of award because that shit is off the hook, and I give them big props for the just complete like they fuck two kids up pretty good in this,
Mhm.
and a dog and a sheep,
Goat.
right, or a goat, whatever it is,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and all the other stuff that happens is just
And several women, like
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
yeah.
surprised everybody liked it so much. Well, first of all, I don't have a problem with subtitles ever. Like, there's several movies that are subtitled that I love.
Oh,
Um,
me too. But I wasn't in the mood for that night. I get what you're
Yeah,
saying
well,
though.
the
Right
first time I
on.
put it on, I put it on and I was like gonna watch it, and my wife was there, and I was like, I put it on and it was immediately Spanish, and she's like, "What the hell are you watching?" I'm like, "I have to watch this for a review." Not now though, because I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
make her
not
sit through that shit. But I kept dozing off during the first half hour. Nothing really popped off for me until the dog attack, which was crazy and good. I mean, you would think
It was so well done.
there that's just like showing an alien, or sending a girl your dick pic. It's either going to look good or it's going to be a shameful mess, and that could have just been a rag doll but it looked fucking
It's all
brutal.
about the lighting and the presentation. That's what I say.
Mhm.
Yeah, but my problems were like no fun characters or even likable ones. Didn't give a fuck about any of these people. Didn't care that this was happening to them. Could not care less. So but also this isn't my type of movie. So I feel bad ranking it at all because it's just not my fucking brand of coffee.
Right.
I do want to say great work on making a film that is top shelf, but it's not my specific type of top shelf
Right.
film.
Mhm.
Um
Gotcha.
uh I liked this movie when it was called Don't Kill It. Have you seen that, John?
Uh-uh.
Dolph Lundgren, and it's demon possession, just like this, where if you kill the demon, it automatically like possesses you. So Dolph
Wow.
Lundgren is walking around vaping, and he has a net gun, and like he's solving the problem. Um, but this one's just gave me the same sort of boring, sad vibes that The Witch gave me. And that's despite all the crazy shit I liked about it, because all the effects are good, but I thought that like just these people I don't care about, I don't care what their story is. So that was my only problem. Like basically. Also apple ice cream. What I've eaten a lot of ice cream, but never apple. And this
I
guy
wanted some after this movie, man.
and it didn't look like what I thought it would look like when I saw it. I didn't expect it to be green, but but you know, this guy's looking at a gas station in the middle of nowhere that looks like they barely might have beef jerky in there, and he's like, can't find a simple bowl of apple ice cream. It's like, well, I wouldn't even know where to get that. If you told me in this modern day, I'd have to go to like Amazon or some shit and order that. But I thought the second half of the movie was really a lot stronger than the first half, just because it ramps up so much. Highlights were the special effects, a unique take on demon possession. Yeah, and usually you can assume kids aren't going to die in a movie, but not in this one. Who fucking knows? They killed that girl twice, right? Like the dog killed her, and then well, I guess I don't know what happened. The dog killed her, right? That would have killed a girl.
Yeah, the dog killed her.
Killed her. Oh, and she got hit by the truck.
Yeah,
she was with her mom
after she told,
jumping around,
which that was an awesome part when she's like, "Dad's gonna come back and hit you with the truck and kill you." It's like, what?
Yeah, boom. I love that.
Yeah, and like I said, those cryptic demon killing techniques needed to be explained. I mean, it looked like they just found some shit on an old ship and like was like, here's the demon tools. I don't know.
It just seems like they launched that spear into the nape of the neck. That's what that looked like to me.
And then turned some knobs or whatever, line it
probably
up with the
spun
moon.
that wheel or something.
Yeah, I want to know why it had to be, why they couldn't just like take that fucking thing and stab that dude in the back of the neck. Like
where he was at, because first of all, it would have been very hard for him to get that. That dude was huge, right?
Oh, like, no, I know. I remember, but his head was up there.
Yeah.
Remember, he stuck his head up. That's how that whole thing.
And I did think that there was the kids, that whole kids aspect at the end was a really cool way to end it, and I liked how it ended. But I gave it a 5 out of 10. It's great quality movie, not my cup of tea. Watch it though. I recommend everyone watch it and make your own, judgments on it. Sorry, I couldn't bring you through on a full 10 out of 10.
That's all right.
Do we know what Jason's like what his scores were or no?
No, we do not.
I'm just going to go ahead and make an assumption 10 out of 10 for Jason.
He liked it quite a bit, but we'll get his thoughts next month on it, maybe.
No, that's all right. 10 out of 10. Go see it.
I said you should go see it. But